Hello Year 5 and welcome to Maths again. Sorry, excuse me. I hope you're ready. Do you have your pencil and paper? Great. Are you focused? Fantastic. Let's get started then. I'd like you to complete this do now. Pause the video and then when you've finished, unpause it and we'll go through the answers. Okay, how did you do? Let's take a look. Number 1. How to add fractions with different denominators. Find a common denominator. Number 2. 1/8 plus 1/4 equals 3/8. Number 3. It can be either 3/12 or 1/4. And number 4, 2/6 plus 1/3 equals 2/3. How did you do? Good job. Okay, let's take a look at let's convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. We're just going to review. So the first thing that we're going to do is multiply the whole number, which is 7, with the denominator, which is 4. So 7, 14, 21, 28. Great. Now we add that number to the numerator, 28 plus 3, 28, 29, 30, 31. We're going to write this as the numerator, so 31, and then our denominator, write the original denominator, which is 4. Nice and easy. Great. Let's see if you can do it now. What's the first step? Good. We're going to multiply these two. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Excellent. Now we're going to add the numerator, which is good, 32. So we're writing that down. And then what's our denominator? Excellent, 6. So 32, 6. Brilliant. We're going to just recap how to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers. Number 1, divide the numerator by the denominator. So we have 5 and 12. 12 divided by 5 equals 2. 12 divided by 5 equals 2. Remainder 2. So we're going to write down the whole number, which is 2. And then we're going to write the remainder as the new numerator. So that's 2. And our denominator is the same. So that's 2 and 2/5. Let's do it again for this, 27 quarters. So 27 divided by 4 equals 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 6, remainder 24, 25, 26, 27, 3. So we're going to write down our whole number, which is 6. And then our remainder becomes the numerator, and remind me what the denominator is. Good, it's 4, so it stays the same. So our answer is 6 3/4. Excellent. So using this diagram, we're going to write known facts. First of all, let's take a look. Here I have 5 parts. However, this yellow bar is 1 and 1/4. So how many parts are there in the whole? Can you tell me? Good. Yeah, there are 4 parts in the whole. So this tells me that one whole has 4 equal parts. How do I know that? What tells me how many parts we have, how many equal parts we have? Yeah, absolutely. The denominator tells us how many equal parts we have. There we go. Okay, now how can I write 1 and 1/4 as an improper fraction? Shout it out. Good, let's see if you're right. Fantastic, 4/4. How many squares would I have if I had half? Tell me. Let's see if you're right, shall we? We have 1, 2, absolutely. Now, if I had 5 quarters, how many quarters would I have left? If I had 1/2, how many quarters would I have left? Tell me. Well done. I would have 3 quarters. So let's see what kind of facts I can generate. I know that 1/2 and 3 quarters is equal to 5 quarters and is also equal to 1 and 1/4. So that's one fact. Now I can reverse these two fractions, so I can say that 3 quarters and 1/2 is equal to 5 quarters and 1 and 1/4. Great. What about this? If I have 5 quarters here, if I take away 1/2, what would I be left with? What would that be equal to? Tell me, shout it out. Good, 3 quarters. Fantastic. What about now? If I have 5 quarters, can you write the other fraction? Can you write that down? Pause the video and write it down. Okay, let's see if you're right. 5 quarters take away 3 quarters. Good. We've just swapped them. Equals, tell me. Excellent, 1/2. What about this one? If I have 1 and 1/4 and I take away 3 quarters, what will my answer be? Are you sure? Let's take a look. Excellent, 1/2. And the final one, let's see if you can write that one yourself. Okay, let's check the answer. Good, 1 and 1/4 take away 1/2 equals. Excellent, 3 quarters. Good job. Adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators. So here we have 6/8 plus 2 quarters. Do they have the same denominator? No. So now we need to find the same denominators. What multiple can be divided by both 8 and 4 equally without any remainders? Yeah, the lowest common denominator. Good, 8. So let me just write that down here. What must I do to 4 to get 8? Good, times 2. And so therefore, whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So the equivalent fraction is 4/8. Now I can add 6 plus 4 equals 10. Brilliant. So this is my answer as an improper fraction. If I want a mixed number, what do I need to do? Good. 10 divided by 8, which equals 1, remainder 2. Good. So 1 is my whole and 2 is my numerator. Excellent. Let's try another one. 4/5 plus 3/10. What do I need to do first? Yes, I need to make sure that my denominators are equal. So I'm going to find the equivalent fraction. What multiple can be divided by 5 and 10 without a remainder? Good. Well, the lowest common denominator. Excellent, 10. So I'm going to write that down here. What must I do to 5 to get 10? Yeah, 2. Brilliant. So therefore, whatever I do to the denominator, I need to do to the numerator. Excellent. So 4 times 2 equals 8. Fantastic. Now I can continue. 8 plus 3 equals 11. What's my denominator? Good, tens. If I were to write that as a mixed fraction, tell me what I would write. Brilliant, good. 1 and 1/10. Well done, year 5. Great job. Okay, what about this one? Exactly the same. Good. Tell me what to do. Good. Okay, so what do I need to do to 5 to get 10? And my numerator? Good. What's my operation? Well noted. Yeah, I need to subtract. So 20 take away 8 equals? Good. 12, and my denominator is? Excellent. Okay, what's my answer as a mixed number? Well done. You're getting really good at this. Keep it up. Good job. 2 and 2/10. Can I simplify 2/10? What number can I divide 2 and 10 by? Good. Yeah, so I can also write 2 and 1/5 because 2 divided by 2 equals 1 and 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So I've simplified that. Great. Now here I have mixed numbers. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the whole numbers first. So 2 take away 1 equals 1. And I can see that I have 3/4 and also 1/4. Can I subtract? Yes. So I'm left with 3, take away 1 equals 2/4. I can also calculate it this way. Sometimes it's not so easy to subtract the fractions. There might be fewer in the first and then more in the second. So what I would suggest you do is to convert them both to improper fractions. Let's do that now. 4 times 2 equals 8. Good. 8 plus 3 equals 11. So we have 11/4. Take away 4 times 1 equals good, plus 1 equals excellent. So we have 5/4. Now we can subtract. 11 take away 5 equals 6. And our denominator is good. We can also write this as a mixed number. Can you tell me what it was? Well, what it is? Yeah, excellent. 1 and 2/4. Excellent. Can I simplify that fraction further? Yes, I can. It can also be 1 and 1/2. Brilliant. Great. So what I would like you to do now is to complete the independent task. Please pause and then unpause to complete the rest. We have questions 1, 2, and 3 here. And then we also have 4 and 5. When you have finished, unpause and we'll go through the answers. Great. So how did you do? Let's take a look. Number 1, 7/4 or 1 3/4. Number 2, 15/3 or 5. Number 3, 14/4 or 3 2/4 or 3 1/2 if you were to simplify that as well. Number 4, 22/4 or 5 2/4 or 5 1/2 if you were to simplify it. We have 21/4 and 5 1/4. And we also have 12/10 or 1 2/10 or 1 1/5 if you were to simplify it. How did you do? I'm pleased to hear it. Great job. Okay, now let's take a look at word problems. Oh, not one. On the first day of training, Amina ran 1.5 kilometres. On the second day of training, she ran 1 3/4 kilometres. How far did she run in total? Now you'll notice that the denominators in each number is different. Okay, and we need to make them match. Now we should know from our equivalents that 1/2 equals 2/4. So now I can write an equivalent fraction for 1 1/2 as 1 2/4. Okay, because I can multiply this by 2 and multiply this by 2. So now we we have quarters as our denominator. So here we have 1.5 plus 1 3/4. I now know that I can, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my whole numbers first. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Great. Now I know that 1.5 and 3/4 I can't add because the denominators are different. So I've converted 1/2 into quarters, which is, what's the equivalent of 1/2? Good, 2/4. Excellent. And now I've also added the second fraction here. Okay, so I know that 2 plus 2/4 plus 3/4 equals 2, and 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5/4. Now, 5/4, that's an improper fraction. So I know that actually that is 2 plus 1 and 1/4. That's right. If I were to add 2 plus 1, I would get 3, and then I would have 1/4. So my answer is 3 and 1/4. Or I can convert it to an improper fraction. So 4 times 3 equals 12. Good. Plus 1 equals 13/4. Either of these are correct. Oh, sorry. Alternatively, I can actually convert all of the fractions to improper fractions first. So I'm going to take 1.5 and I'm going to turn it into an improper fraction. And then I'm going to take 1 3/4 and I'm going to turn that into an improper fraction. So let's start. What is 1.5 as an improper fraction? Tell me, how would I convert it? Good. 2 times 1 equals 2, plus 1 equals 3, so that would be 3/2. Excellent. What about 1 3/4? Tell me what to do. Excellent. What's the fraction? Good. 4 times 1 equals 4, plus 3 equals 7. It would be 7/4. And now I need to add them both. What did you say? Well noted. Fantastic. Yes, our denominators are not the same, so I need to convert them. Can you tell me of the lowest common denominator? Good, 4. So what would I need to do to 2 then? Good, I need to multiply that by 2, and so therefore I need to multiply my numerator by 2. Excellent. So then my fraction is 6/4. Brilliant. So now let's add them together. 6/4 plus 7/4 equals, good, 13/4. So the answer would be 13/4 as an improper fraction. How would I write that as a mixed number? Good. 13 divided by 4 equals 3 and 1/4. Excellent. Good job. Let's do another one. Luca pole vaults a height of 4 1/4 meters. Marcus vaults 3/4 meters. How high does Marcus jump? So let's take a look at the language first. Marcus vaults 3/4 less. What does that tell me? Am I going to have to add or subtract? Yeah, I'm going to have to subtract. So I'm taking away 3/4. What am I taking away 3/4 from? Good. I'm taking away 4 and 1/4. Sorry, I've got 4 and 1/4 and I'm taking away 3/4. So I'm looking at the fraction. Can I take 3/4 away from 1/4? No, because 1/4 is less. So what I've got to do first is convert them into improper fractions. Let's convert 4 and 1/4 first. 4 times 4 equals, good, plus 1 equals Excellent. 17. What's my denominator? Excellent. Good. I don't need to convert the next fraction. It's just 3/4. And now it's a lot easier for me to calculate. 17 take away 13 equals, good, 14/4. Right. But now it says that I need to present my answer as a mixed fraction, and this is an improper fraction. Remind me what to do? Good. 14 divided by 4 equals 3 remainder 2. Good. So my whole number, 3, I write down. My remainder becomes my numerator. Good. Remind me, what is my denominator again? Excellent, 4. So my answer is 3 2/4. Can I simplify this? Yeah, absolutely. What number can I divide 2 and 4 by? 2. Good. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So it can also be 3 2/4 or 3 1/2. I'd like you now to complete the independent task 2. Please unpause and answer. Please pause and answer the questions, and unpause when you've finished. So we have question 7, question 8, question 9, question 10, and question 11. Unpause when you're ready to go through the answers. So, how did you do? Let's take a look. Number 1, the answer is 5 1/2. Oh, sorry, number 7 is 5 1/2. Number 8 is 4 3/4. Number 9 is 5. Number 10 is 1 1/8. And number 11 is 1 2/6, or 8/6 as an improper fraction. We can also simplify this answer, so it can also be 1 1/3. How did you do? Yeah, that last one was a bit tricky, wasn't it? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Let's take a look at number pyramids. The sum of 2 bricks is equal to the one above. The top one must be a mixed number. Okay, so the number in the top of our pyramid must be a mixed number. And what we need to do is we need to add these two to get the answer above it. So 2/3 plus 1/6. Can I add those two fractions? Why? Correct. Okay, so let's find the equivalent fraction. What could my denominator be here? Yeah, that's really easy, isn't it? Good. What do I need to do to 3 to get 6? Times 2. So then what do I need to do to my numerator? Times 2. Excellent. Now that comes nice and easy. 2/6 plus 1/6 equals 3/6. Great. And what about these two? 1/6 plus 2/6 equals 3/6. Excellent. Okay, now we need to add these two together to get our top number. 3/6 plus 3/6 equals, oh, sorry, I've made a mistake here. 2 times 2 equals 4. Well caught. Okay, so that then changes our answer up here at the top. 4/6 plus 1/6 equals 5/6. Brilliant. Well, you have to be so careful. 5 plus 3 equals, good, 8/6. I'm going to write it over here because I remember that we need to write a mixed number, don't we? What is 8/6 as a mixed number? Can you tell me? Good. 8 divided by 6 equals 1 remainder 2. So I know I have 1 whole and then 2, 6. Great. Or I can simplify that as 1/3. So either 1 2/6 or 1 and 1/3. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. This is a little more tricky because usually I would add the bottom two numbers, but the bottom number is missing. So I'm going to have to work backwards. I know that my answer is 7/8. What must I add to 3/8 to get 7/8? So I know that my denominator is 8. So what I'm going to do to 7 and 3, I'm going to subtract 3 from 7, which leaves me with 4. Let me just double check that. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Great. Okay, now I'm going to add these two numbers. 4 plus 4/8 plus 1/8 equals 5/8. Great. Okay, now I'm going to add these two fractions together to find the top number of my pyramid. 5 plus 7 equals, good, 12/8. Again, I'm going to write it on the side because I know that I need to write a mixed number, and this is an improper fraction. So I know that 12 divided by 8 equals 1 remainder. Tell me. Good. How am I going to write that as a mixed fraction? Can you tell me? 1 4/8. Good. Can I simplify it? Great. Yes, you're right. 1, and I can divide each of these by 4. So that's 1/2. Fantastic. So now I'd like you to complete the third independent task. You have 12 and 13. You also, if you would like, have an extension, which is optional. Pause and then unpause to go through the answers. How did you do? Let's take a look. So number 12, we have 5/6, and then we have 3/6, and then at the very top we have 1 and 2/6, or 1 and 1/3 if you were to simplify it. The next one we have 2/10 and 1/10, and then at the very top of our pyramid we have 1 and 7/10. These are the answers to the extension. 1 and 5/8, 3 and 1/8, and 6. For this pyramid, we have 9/7, 11/14, 9/14. And in the bottom pyramid, we have 11/18 and 13/18. I hope you enjoyed that and that it wasn't too tricky. If there's anything that you didn't quite understand, you can also rewind and watch again. I look forward to seeing your work on Seesaw. Don't forget to mark all your answers, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.